Correct. Dwayne, let me know when you're good. Just let me know when you're good. All right. Turn the audio. Folks, welcome into the Crossing Mission Show. I'm your host, Ty B, joined by Dwayne and Joe Conzi. The Buffalo Sabres are trailing the Philadelphia Flyers after 40 minutes after a Travis Konechny goal, a nice little move to beat Hutton. And the Sabres are down after a pretty good effort so far tonight. Dwayne, how are you feeling after 40 minutes and a 1-0 deficit?
I'm not too upset. Obviously, we said
And
before
the
the
Sabres are down.
period that we need to start capitalizing our special teams opportunities, and we're not. Obviously we're still scoreless. That prediction I gave, going into the second period was dog shit. But again, the chances are there. Hutton got a little roughed up there. A little scary moment for Buffalo. Already down one goaltender. Don't want to be down your other one because we're not really too sure when Olmark will be back in the lineup. Sabres just got to keep trying. They got to come out of the gates here hot in the third period. They got to be honestly. I would like to see Skinner moved up into the top six. Just you need a goal here.
Yeah.
You need a goal.
Absolutely. You need something to spark it. Kanzi is moving Skinner up. The move, I think we've been talking about it for the past couple of days. We've been talking about it earlier. Is now the time.
I guess I'm just getting to the point now, with all due respect, guys. I'm just tired of talking about it. It's right in front of us. I mean, and it's not you guys that are making me mad about it. It's just again, it's just it's tiresome. It's the
Yeah.
same thing over and over again. That it's clear as day he needs to move up to the top, at least the top two pair, or up one line or something
Yeah.
because something needs to get going.
Yep, absolutely. Shout out to everyone who's tuning in right now to the Crossing Swords second intermission. Make sure you chime in with any of your comments, any of your questions. We'll be sure to answer them as we go along. But Dwayne, right now, we're talking about it. We need a goal, but let's talk about them defensively. The Sabres still have done a really good job shutting down this Flyers team who did a good job scoring against Pittsburgh. Not necessarily creating a ton of chances, but they were creating real good ones and finishing on those, not doing it so much against the Buffalo Sabres.
I mean, yeah, it's you can't be upset with the way they're playing defensively. Again, they've been doing everything they were doing in the last game, in the game last night. They're keeping the wingers are pressuring the points.
Mhm.
They're blocking shots. They're putting their bodies in the line. Um, they're limiting the high percentage chances in front, below the dots, and between the dots. Like I said before, you hate to see them give up that breakaway by Konechny, who's honestly he's on fire.
Yes.
He had a hat trick the other night. He's just on a heater right now. So I mean, when guys like that are playing that well, playing with that swagger, you, you're going to find yourself
Yep.
with chances like that. The puck luck is going your
Mhm.
way. So I mean, if I were to pick a guy that was going to score for them, it probably would have been Konechny. But with that being said, Sabres really not need to come out of the gate hot here. Like I said, I would
Yep.
like, and just because you're moving him into your top six now doesn't mean it has to be a permanent move. You're making a move for the betterment of the team. Like you shorten your bench here. I know that it's a back to back. But with that being said, you really want to throw your best
Mhm.
players out there, and Skinner's one of them. Shorten your bench, just for this period, especially when you've done a pretty good
Yep.
job as far as not overplaying one line over the other. Not giving one line too many minutes.
Yep.
So I would like to see him try and get Darlene out there more with Eichel on that first line. Get your
Well,
skilled defenseman out
well,
there. Your
speaking
skilled player.
about that, we've seen Darlene getting taken off that first power play. So
Yeah.
who knows what's going to be happening? Are we going to pull the reins back on him right now? Is that what Ralph Kruger's thinking? But right now we got Stove Lemon chiming in, says the penalty kill is going to be crucial right here to keep the good mojo going forward. And please get Captain Jack a goal. I'm right there with you. Jack needs to get one. I think once he gets that first goal, they might start really coming in bunches for him. That's exactly how it happened last season. Stevie Week said, thoughts on Kanzi? You want to start that off?
I hate to say it. I don't know at this point if he has it. I mean, he's not, the first two games were absurd, like just putrid. I mean, just awful, but I just don't know if he has that magic anymore. We'll see, but he looks frustrated tonight, slapping his stick off his pads. He just looks like he can't get enough going here. So, I'm obviously going to give him the rest of the season to see how he is, but right now I'm not too high on Stahl.
Yeah, I'm not sold on him for the full year.
Sometimes players are there for reasons other than lighting the lamp in the score sheet, being the glue in the locker room, and grooming those young guys.
He was on pace for 60 points last season.
I know. He does. I'm just saying that, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But
no, I get what you're saying, but he needs to produce. He's not there to just be a locker room guy. He's there to produce as a second line center. He's in your top six. If he's not producing like a second line center should be, he shouldn't be in your top six.
He should be bridging right now to Dylan Cousins, teaching him everything he needs to be able to take over that role. I think by the end of the season, if you're the Buffalo Sabres, if you want to, be excited going forward, what you have to do is get Dylan Cousins into this second line and get him running at center, because you drafted him to do this. You drafted him in the top 10 to be that guy behind Jack Eichel. So let's have Eric Stahl bridge that gap. He needs to be teaching him these things. He can't be showing that negative body language and getting down on himself. He needs to teach Dylan Cousins, hey, we're going to have those days. It's not going to be there all the time. I might be losing it, but I'm still, I'm going to be diligent in my process. I'm going to put in that same grind, that same effort every day to keep getting better. We got Cullen Tongue in here saying thoughts on how much and how high up the defensemen are pinching. He's not very excited on it. That kind of led to that goal, Dwayne.
Yeah, it did. And, you're going to make as a rookie, you're going to make those mistakes. It's going to happen. It's a learning curve, essentially. That was Cousins, right?
I don't remember exactly. He's specifically talking about the defenseman pinching on it as well.
Okay, yeah, I could have swore Cousins was in on the play, but no. I was thinking of a certain play with Cousins, but no. Yeah, I mean, when your defensemen are playing aggressively like that, things like that are going to happen. You're trying to create chances, especially in a 0-0 game. I don't hate it. I don't hate aggressive play from your defenseman. Obviously I hate the result.
Yeah.
But, with that being said, I just think that you shouldn't really change much of your game plan other than maybe mixing up your top six here in the third period. Because defensively, you're doing everything right. You're only down. Mm-hmm. The good thing is you're only down 1-0. You're not down 2-0 or 3-0, where you really got to start selling out here. You can still play the same game you've been playing and hope to bury a chance or two. But again, if you get an opportunity, you're on the power play, you have to capitalize. Can't stress that enough. With this kind of power play, with this type of first power play unit, you have to start capitalizing on these opportunities.
Exactly.
You can't let Philadelphia keep on getting away with taking penalties. And, I don't understand Dahlin not being on that first unit. I mean, I didn't notice him killing us out there on the power play. I don't know if you guys did. I mean,
nothing I saw that stuck out to me.
Nothing I saw. Exactly. And again, I know you don't like, Madden's with, I just want to see Dahlin out there more with your first line. Mm-hmm. I want to see him out there creating chances with Jack and Hall and Sam.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can to get those guys on the ice together, because if they start to click, you really could see yourself popping a few here this third period.
Yeah, and before we get into the third period predictions, we got Stove Lemon chiming in again. He says, serious question, should the three Rasmuses, whatever you want to say, start a band this offseason? Shout out JDH, got that Rasmus defense attorney shirt. Again, promo code Trainwreck, 10% off. Kanzi, should they start that band? I know you're into music.
Well, I think the way that, he took a stupid penalty before the end of the period there, but I think the way that Rasmus Ristolainen is playing, I think they need to. I would peg him as the drummer, though, because he's psychotic. So
he'd be banging away.
All right, he's got that. Looks like a goat, but it's cool. So.
It is what it is. Frylock, Goat, whatever he looks kind of weird this year, but it is what it is. The Buffalo Sabres need some goals, though, to come back, and you're going to have to kill off that penalty that you mentioned. Dwayne, what is the Sabres' recipe for success here in the third period? And do you think they'll be able to do it and come back and get a win here?
Absolutely. They're playing more than good enough to win right now. Hutton's playing more than good enough to win right now. We saw that enormous kick save he made there in that period, especially cut right after, right after the play, where his head and neck went into the post. That was a classic 1970s style. I'm watching the replay right now. 1970s style Grant Fuhr skate save there.
Yes.
Like that's selling out to make the save. That's what I want to keep seeing out of this goaltender. Again, he's playing with a little bit of swagger right now. So with that being said, I can't stress that enough. When you're playing with that confidence, you're going to find yourself making that save. Just like I mentioned earlier, when you're on a heater as a forward, you're scoring goals, you're getting points. You're going to find yourself in those situations where you're getting opportunities. Same thing with Carter Hutton. When you're not playing in the back, you're not on your heels.
Mm-hmm.
You're being aggressive. You're challenging the play. You're going to find yourself making those saves, even out of desperation. So they're playing more than good enough to come back in this game. They're only down 1-0. They're only down 1-0, and it's not like they're not creating chances. Brian Elliott is playing very well. There's no reason I'm out of here early in this third period. Like I said, come out of the gates hot here. Like a thoroughbred, and just start pumping pucks in on Elliott. Get to the net, crash the net, try and get that dirty goal. Just get Skinner in your top six just for this period, please.
Get nasty.
Get nasty. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Get nasty with some dangles. Stop these big hits. Like let's get some spinoramas from Skinner, some nasty goals. Get us some Sports Center top 10 highlights. Anyone who's tuning in, looking out for that Amherst Alehouse giveaway. Maniac's going to be doing that at the very beginning parts of the third period. He's going to be going live, picking the winner. So make sure you guys tune in for that. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the second intermission show. Make sure you pay attention for the post game. We should be going live just a few minutes after the final horn goes. Can't wait for that one. Let's hope the Sabres are able to bring it back. I got Jack Eichel getting a big game-tying goal in this one and taking it to overtime. And dare I say, we go to a shootout and the Buffalo Sabres get 2 points. And I got 3 words left. Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go.